Oh, thank you, Miss Megan. I can't promise that I always post content on a regular basis, but I am trying to be, uh, more organized on keeping onto a schedule where I actually will put something out, and I'm at least trying to commit to putting something out at least once every 2 weeks now. Um, it all kind of depends. I don't even know how it happened, but somehow I posted a video 2 days ago, and it has more views than anything that I've posted, even from 3 years ago. And so maybe I'm realizing that I just need to post more often to get those views. 28 channels of your own. Hey, CJ. Hey, Reptile Dysfunction. And Nate, the Great. Matt Dummett. Jason, what's up? How is everybody doing? Y'all feel free to join in on the chat with me if you would like, or on the StreamYard, I should say. Glad to have everybody here. Hey, if you guys aren't subbed, go ahead and hit that like and that sub button, and you never know what you might come across on my channel. And hello, Mr. John Wiggs, newcomer that I've never seen before. Is this you, Nate, in the back room? Okay. Nate the Great, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What you doing?
Meh, lay in bed.
Oh, I thought you were putting holes in the sheetrock.
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't know? I think I'd hear a lot more smacking around if you were.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched a movie called Passengers. It was pretty good.
When was it released?
2016, I think.
Who was in it? Was there anybody big in it?
Yeah, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. I think those are the two main.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my daughter likes Jennifer Lawrence from the Hunger Games series, and then my mom, I think she just liked Chris Pratt because she saw that he was young and good looking.
Yeah, now he's old now. Well, kind of.
How old is he, Nate? Do you know? Hello, Megan.
Hello. Sorry to annoy the non-USC fans. I know Tim's not here yet, but I got it on. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to drop in. Traveling Fools asked for a review of Oppenheimer, which I saw on Saturday night. 48 hours, and I cannot stop thinking about it. If you'll excuse the very bad pun, it was utterly mind-blowing. My brother, who saw Dunkirk the last time we actually went to the movie, said, if it's anything like Dunkirk, I'm walking out. His backside was still on the seat 3 hours later, and he just looked at me and said, wow. And I'm just like, yes. Yeah, but thank you for the fun of trivia. I swear to you, just as I hit the last question, my thumb, I've got a broken wrist at the moment, and my thumb actually dislocated as I was typing. So, thank you for the fun. That was a lot of fun.
I tried to offer you my right hand because I'm better with my left hand anyway.
Yeah, I'm right-handed, so yeah. No, my brother. Dysfunction. My brother is very big on history, and particularly that time frame, and he was very much a plane would, he's learning to fly, and the plane that was gliding, like he's growling at it going, that plane would have dropped out of the sky by now. That's bull crap. It wouldn't have done, but he absolutely loved Oppenheimer. He's looking at me going, the only thing wrong was the bomb blast was bigger. Well, obviously, but they're not going to drop an actual nuke to get it. But no, it was 48 hours later, and I'm still thinking about it. I could not sleep for 10 hours after I saw it. I wanted to come home and go to bed. I couldn't do it. So yeah, so it was absolutely brilliant. So I'll stop talking now, and if someone else wants to talk, I'll let them do that.
That is fucking hilarious. I'm so glad that I said that privately to myself. No, because I was probably thinking more like, I don't know the last time that I saw a movie that was that exciting, or a film was probably more likely to be Two Girls in One Cup.
If that's what I'm ashamed to admit that I knew the answer of Deep Throat in trivia because it was 4 years before I was born. Joey thinks I've seen it. I'm a good Catholic girl, and a Catholic mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's all I'm saying. I haven't seen it. I have only heard of it through reputation only. And that's the story I'm sticking to. So there.
I'm in this very room that I'm sitting in. I wish I can easily find all my papers from having to go to catechism growing up as a Catholic girl. And like my brother was the what is it called? The altar boy,
Altar server.
I said, did you ever get altered in the back room?
My brother was, as was my father. I'm not saying my father, God rest his soul, now deceased. He's probably watching going, don't you tell that story. No, I kid.
My dad grew up Catholic too, and he became atheist a long time ago when my oldest brother was deceased when he was an infant, and I never met him. Mm-hmm. And he would never get on to me about anything that I ever said to him about religion. He'd be like, yeah, well, that's where we're all fucking going anyway.
Well, my dad died suddenly 6 years ago, and I refused to go to church. Went back this year. And I can understand, like, born and raised Catholic, whatever, but I can understand why people are atheist. I'm neither here nor there. It's what I was brought up with.
No blue here.
Pardon?
Sorry. I was just...
sorry.
I'm one of those people that discreetly try and just blow out words while I'm still trying to stay connected and listen to you.
Okay. Yeah, my dad died. It took ill very suddenly. 3.5 weeks later, was dead, and I gave the middle finger to the church for 6 years. And
didn't you say it was emphysema or?
He had chronic pulmonary obstruction disorder, which is the first 3 stages of emphysema, and it went downhill very quickly. And
see, I listened because my dad. I was just listening to you the other day. My dad died of lung cancer 3 years ago. So.
Well, my grandmother had died. His mother had died 20 years before. I'm just glad he wasn't around for COVID, because if he had caught COVID with his lungs being as bad as they were, if the lung cancer didn't kill him, the COVID would have. And actually the bed in the ICU that he was in actually had a COVID patient in it, in the hospital he was in, which was a little frightening. But I don't judge people. I was born and raised Catholic, went to Catholic school. Catholic, hey, we can still be friends. Nothing to do with me, I'm just going to duck out and grab another can of drink. Vixen, I shall return.
Hey, good for you. I mean, good for you. I'm about to go grab a can of drink myself in just a moment. Well, oh, yeah, you're right. Which, by the way, I'm still going to have to question that point that Andy was given. I know that he said that he was deserving of another point, and in his mind, he may have thought so, but there were only 31 questions that were asked, or there were 30 questions that were asked, and there was one question that had one extra point, and that one extra point was accounted for in my 31 points, but there were still 32 points on the board at the end of it after I was told to give Andy an extra one. Conspiracy? I think
Andy,
not.
I thought Andy's was a sympathy point because he hadn't gotten any points, wasn't it? That's how I understood
No,
it.
he had already had a point, but he acted like he had two, not just one. Sorry, I have to eat something.
Oh, no, you eat. I'm drinking, so. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Oh, good Lord. It's 2:45 in the afternoon, and I sat at the computer at 9:45, and I have just lost 7 hours of my life. Wow. I do. Wow. Okay. I need to. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm muttering to myself as well, Vixen. So.
You are A-okay with me.
I do.
I was just usually at these trivia after party streams, everybody wants to jump on and talk and hang out and everything.
Well,
so I'm sorry that there's so much pressure on you being the only one here with me.
As my dear father used to say, I could talk with a mouthful of marbles underwater blindfolded, but if someone wants to jump on, I am quite happy to mute and just sit in the background and
there's 8 more spaces for somebody to jump on, and
but no, I just wanted to
you don't have to worry about jumping in the back room. There's nobody waiting to come on. Don't worry.
Because Traveling Fools did say he wanted the Oppenheimer. What's the word? Review. I have a mental block with that word. But, yes, so I hope.
I would absolutely love for Traveling Fools to come on here and get the Oppenheimer review from you personally on stream with you. I think Traveling Fools should jump up on here and join one of his co-hosts.
I think he said he was getting some. He couldn't stay on late because he's got to work or something. Where am I from, Jason? I am from Australia. In case you can't tell by the accent, I am Aussie. Hence the Aussie 12, the Aussie Seattle Seahawks fan.
And I kind of missed this the other day. Where are you from? Like Wales, Victoria. Where are you at?
Where am I at?
Mm-hmm. In Australia.
Northern New South Wales. So I'm in a town called Inverell where my family has been for close to 100 years. So if you know Sydney, it's 9.5 hours north of Sydney. And if you know Brisbane, we're 6 hours south of the border.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where
I've tried to get down. I one thing, even though I will probably never be able to visit, I've always tried to get down my geography and all different countries, and Australia has been a very peak interest of mine. I've had some friends that have visited and have stood off on the most I don't know what they would be to you. I guess still the eastern coastlines.
Yeah, so I'm on the
east side of the country.
So if you look at a map of Australia, you have Queensland, you have New South Wales, and then you have Victoria, and then Tasmania, the middle island. I'm in the middle. So as I said, if you know where Sydney is, like Sydney is our capital city and largest city. I'm north of that, but then if you look at Queensland, the funny shaped one at the top, I'm south of that. So I'm sort of in the middle. So if you look up Inverell, Northern New South Wales, Australia, that's my hometown. As I said, my family has been here for 98 years, and we have a business, or we had a business in town. So, Jason, I am gravely insulted you thought I was English. gravely insulted. No, well, my background is my family comes on my dad's side German, English, Scottish, Welsh, and on my mother's side Latvian and Russian. So I'm a bit of a mix of everything, to be honest. So yeah.
I'm actually 3.6% African American, so I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
But I'm also mostly like 42% Italian and like 38% Portuguese. So
my surname is Gaukroger, Gaukroger.
Gauk, how do you spell that?
Gauk, as in to gawk at someone.
Gauk.
Gawk, as in to look at someone.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Roger. So
no, or you said Gauk though.
Yeah, but we actually found out that my dad's family comes from Yorkshire and actually has some cotton mills in Yorkshire. And I always, because I do our family history, I always thought it was an English name. It's actually German, like Teutonic German, so from like the 1700s in Germany, and was actually spelled Gawkrodger. And there's so many different spellings. Trying to trace family trees and whatnot is just, I've done 12 generations of my family tree with 37 different spellings, and it's quite difficult to do. But yeah, we actually, and what happened was when my great whatever grandfather went to the UK, because German sentiment, the UK was as bad as it was, they changed the name to an English spelling. So that's why we've got like 32 different spellings of the name. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. The only thing is like, back in the day, people were like, you got the last name Blacksmith because
so
you were a blacksmith. And I'm like, what is a gawk?
So a Gaukroger is actually
a Gaukroger. What is a Gaukroger? Are you gawking at Rogers?
Yeah, you're gawking at the Roger? I don't want to know that. Yeah, close your bedroom door, son. I don't care. Yeah. No, it's actually a roofer, like somebody who would build, like, when a house is built, you have to have the roof put on the house.
A roofer, yeah.
Roofer, yes, thank you. That's the word I was. And
construction roofer.
Yeah, and particularly with thatched roofs, like back in the day before tiles and whatnot, they would actually thatch the roofs and put the roofs, apparently. I have no idea. So that's what I've been told. So, yeah, I don't actually know. But, yeah, I've gone back 14 generations on my father's side, and it is insane trying to work that mess out. Yeah.
Wow. That is so interesting that your name came from basically roofing a house with straw and
like
hay bales and just like shit that would immediately burn. Like, so obviously your family didn't really think about it because they're like, it'll keep you insulated. Who gives a shit if we burn to death because it's all going to go up in flames.
We're in the UK. It pours rain every day. We need something to stay dry. Yeah, we'll worry about being warm in winter. We don't really mind that this is flammable and will set the house alight. No. Tiger, no part of me is from Scotland. My glasses are actually American. I'm wondering what Tiger's fascination with Scotland is, unless he was like the Scottish Terrier that Tony had on the flag that I would never have gotten was Carnegie Mellon. some of those. I know a lot of American college football teams, but some of those. Yeah, but yes, Tiger, you may be from Africa, and that is fine. Hello, Andy. What is your obsession with me in Scotland?
You know, North Korea is not in the north side of Africa, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right,
thank
TV?
you. I'm looking at that going, I'm female, therefore genetically, geographically challenged. But even though
I love
Maybe-
TB. He's good. He's good people. I'm just
no,
curious. to that.
I'm exhausted after Oppenheimer, so I might be missing something here, TB. My apologies if I am.
Yeah, no, he said he's from Africa, but the north side.
But the
So
north
he's talking about the north
so
side, and then he
choose-
says his great aunt escaped from North Korea, which is the north side of a completely different area.
continent, different part of the geographical universe, my friend. I'm not good at geography, but even I know that.
Hey, let's do it like this. I'm sorry. And
No,
by the way,
you-
I hope you are not offended because I have a problem for putting on accents, and I
No.
might sound British at one moment, and then the next moment I'm
I
Australian,
would love
and I'm
to- I
like,
would-
fucking cheers, mate. Who gives a
mate,
fuck?
Listen,
No.
mate, the amount of times I heard throw another shrimp on the bloody Barbie while I was in the States, mate, drove me nuts. But no, you do your accents. It's your stream. I'm just here as a guest, so I take no offense to any. Well, I can
I
take
don't throw shrimps on the Barbies. That's
It's like a
lame.
we don't even call them shrimps, you fool. They are called prawns. We call them prawns. Just sorry, I'll stop.
I call them pink sweetmeats.
I'm vegetarian and vegan, so I have no idea what that is. But if you enjoy it, my dear, you go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
What am I? I'm clearly, from the look on your face, Vixen, I'm clearly missing out on something that. Oh no, hang on. I offended you saying the naughty V word. You know, vegan, didn't I?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have so much red meat in my. No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, no, you probably hate me then because
No.
sitting behind this whiteboard are several hunting devices from crossbows to rifles.
I
And
can use
I hunt and fish regularly.
I
love it.
can use a crossbow, not that accurate with it, so don't stand anywhere near me while I'm using one. My dad and brother had rifles and shotguns, so I take no offense to it. Just like I don't take offense if you're Catholic, if you're a meat eater, as long as you treat me well, I will treat you well and respect you. I have no problem with any of it. But yeah, if I'm using a crossbow, get as far away from me as I can, because I'm not always accurate with it. But no, I take no offense to that at all, Vixen.
So two things. One, Africa is actually a city in North Korea. That's why I was saying.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sorry, sorry, Tiger. I was thinking you meant the African continent. But no, you're right. It is actually.
And then two, dang it, I forgot to.
He forgot too because he just wanted to make a point that there is an Africa in Korea, just like there's a Paris in Texas, but it doesn't mean it's a real thing. And you screwing people's mind up when you talking about it, son.
Well, Pete, a lot of my Welsh friends say you live in South Wales. No, I don't live in the UK. I live in New South Wales, which was named after South Wales when the colonists came to Australia. But am I Welsh? Well, my name is, but no, I am personally Australian. So yes, Tiger, that's very true. And I just need to sneeze, so I'm going to go on mute for a minute.
No, you're good.
I thought it was hilarious, Megan, because I'll leave you guys here to talk in 2 seconds so I can go run off and grab a drink. But I noticed that when I said something to you about where are you from, Victoria, and then Wales. And see, I say Wales, not New South Wales. And
Yeah.
I noticed that you kind of gave me a look, kind
Yeah,
of like,
sort of like, well, hang on,
like,
because in
this
my
bitch
head,
just said Wales, like
no,
she's talking about the freaking UK, man, the fucking UK.
well,
I'm
to
talking Australia, mate.
to Malty's point, the region of New South Wales I live in is actually called the New England. So not the New England in the States with Boston and, you know, those places.
It's
I'm
still
in the-
weird calling that New
Yeah,
England to me, and I live in the States.
But here in New South Wales, we have Inverell, which is where I live. We have Armidale, Tamworth. You know, the bigger places are in the New England, which is in the No, I gave you the look because because when I heard Wales, I'm thinking, hang on, does she think I'm from the UK?
No, and I knew you were from Australia.
No, that was the look. It was like
I saw the face. I know you realized that I noticed it.
I know I pulled the face as soon as I saw you sort of look again. I thought, oh no. She
I'll be
knows
honest though, Megan threw me off because I saw Aussie 12 and I was like, "You're not 12." But I was like,
but Tiger, let me explain that. So I'm Aussie, obviously, and
I'll let you guys hang out for a second. Tiger, this is Megan, this is TV.
Nice to meet you.
I'll be right back.
So I'm going to explain this to everyone why my nickname is the Aussie 12. I have not been 12 for quite a few years, but I am a member of the Seattle Seahawks 12. Which is the Seattle Seahawks fan base. And in fact, my claim to fame within the 12s is I'm 4 months younger than the Seahawks.
So I have a lot of respect for you just because you're a football fan. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, I'm from Rome. I moved from North Africa, Korea to Rome, Italy. And we lived in America for a little bit, and that's kind of where I lost a lot of my accent. I don't even have a country accent. I just have like I'm as plain as like a stick of celery.
You've got a lovely voice though, Tiger.
Oh yeah, I agree. I record my voice sometimes and listen to it back.
I hate listening to my voice on recording. I really hate it. I was, as I said to Vixen, I was in LA and Seattle for 2 months last year, and every time I opened my mouth to, buy a bottle of drink at a convenience store, it was, can you talk more? We love your throw a shrimp on the barbie. Well, firstly, we don't call them shrimps here, we call them prawns. And yeah, everyone loved the accent. And like you, Tiger, I'm thinking, I don't have an accent. But it wasn't until I'd come home after 2 months away that I started hearing the accent again. So the name, the Aussie 12, is my Seahawks nickname because I do a lot of streaming for the Seahawks. I am actually supposed to be head modding on a stream that has been going for, 5.5 hours on our Seahawks stream.
Got you.
But yes, so I'm Aussie and I am a 12, a part of the Seahawks fan army. So
is 12, is the number 12 because there's 11 men on the field? 12 is like the fan base.
Bingo. And we used to be called the 12th man.
Yes.
But of course, Texas A&M got a little antsy about us being
Yes.
So our owner at the time, who was the co-founder of Microsoft, was a gentleman named Paul Allen. He started calling us the 12s, and we didn't have to pay copyright to A&M as we used to use the 12th man. We became the 12s. And fast fact for you, Tiger, we are the only team in the history of the NFL to have a jersey and number which was worn by a player retired for the fans. The number 12.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Number 12 jersey was worn by our backup quarterback, Sam Atkins.
Yeah.
And it was retired on the 15th of December, 1984, and there is a replica. I went to Lumen Field last year.
Yeah.
And the 12's jersey hangs from the rafters with our retired jerseys. And it has the number 12 on the back of a throwback jersey and the fans across it. So yes.
Well, I want to answer Heaven her question. Do people even get out of the North Korea? So when my great aunt escaped, she was able to get my family out of there as well. But I will say, you were talking about Seattle. I actually went to high school at a place called Buford High School that's in Georgia. It's one of the top football programs in the nation, not just in Georgia, but literally they just had the number one safety in the nation commit earlier yesterday to Florida State. KJ Bolden, he committed to Florida State. But what I'm saying is I've been big on football my whole life, and it's cool to me. And like on a real note, like no trolling at all. And I think everybody in the comment section will get this too. K-Dog, yes, we can see your comments. But I think football is a sport that even if you didn't play it, you can see how it brings people together.
Yes,
like
and the 12s, we pretty much, I won't say have 12s in every continent, but if you saw the Bucks versus Seahawks game in Germany, how big that was. We've got them in the UK. We've got them down here in Australia. And our punter, Michael Dixon, I actually kind of knew in Sydney before he got drafted.
Yeah.
So if you look purely from I should backtrack and tell you the story of how I became involved with American football. So down here in Australia, before we got cable TV in the early 2000s, we only got one game a year, and that was the Super Bowl on our national broadcaster. And I grew up in the 80s, so it was Joe Montana and the dynasty at the 49ers, which I am ashamed to admit, I just found my Joe Montana jersey. It has since been burnt now that I'm a Seahawks fan. I will just say that. But so I didn't know a lot about American football. Like I'd watch the Super Bowl with the family. Oh, Joe Montana's playing. Yeah, I like Joe. Okay, I'm going for the 49ers.
Yeah.
It was around the time I also started watching USC because because my silver-headed coaching god Pete Carroll was coaching at USC in the early 2000s, and I love Pete. I adore that.
Yeah.
And so I started watching USC, and then was devastated to hear he was leaving USC. And then it's like, okay, he's going to the NFL. Where's he going? The Seattle Seahawks.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's interesting because the Seahawks played their first game in August 1976, the 1st of August. I was born Wednesday, the 1st of December, 1976. So I'm 4 months younger than the Seahawks. So, but again, we didn't get Seahawk games down here all the time, or if they were, like for a 10 a.m. game in Seattle, I am up at 3 a.m. drinking copious amounts of coffee to stay awake. And I was doing that even when they were losing 2 years ago and thinking mentally, this is insane. Why am I doing this? Well, because I love the team. Flash forward to October 16th last year, and I was under the 12's flag with my best friend watching Sean Alexander raise the flag and get inducted into our Ring of Honor.
Sean Alexander was that guy. I remember playing with him on like the 2005 Madden game on PS2.
Yep. He's our only Hall of Fame. That is our. Oh no, not that one. Wrong one.
The Lions suck.
Why you always lying? I'm just kidding.
Sorry, boys, that was the wrong one. This is the one I wanted to show you. This is our Ring of Honor.
Nice.
So
dang, you got a better collection than Uncle Lou. That's crazy.
So there's Steve Largent, Jim Zorn, my two boys. But yeah, it was amazing, and it's.
I see you, Friction.
I'm just going to ignore. just going to put my hand up like, no, I'm kidding, Friction.
This jersey's about 30 years old.
As I said, I found my Montana jersey, and it's like, I am admitting this to no one. No 12 is ever going to know I have this.
I keep it because it's a sexy jersey. It's see-through, so if you wear nothing on underneath it for my husband,
Whoa, guys,
Hey,
calm
listen,
down.
listen, fellas.
K-Dog, you got me and K-Dog sweating in here. Chill out.
we already had the deep throat question, which I got in trivia, given that it was 4 years before I was born. So let's not talk about that. So yeah, and for me, people say, "Well, what's it like to be a 12?" And you can't know it unless you're it. Does that make sense? Like what it is to be that. But yeah, it's awesome. Even when we're losing, I'm still up at 3 a.m. watching the team, having to be fairly silent because I've got a neighbour on the other side of the wall that doesn't need to. And for the draft this past year, I was up for 4 days straight because it was like 2 a.m. here and there was no point going to bed. So I stayed up for, for 4 days straight. So yeah, but anyway.
Got you. Yeah, Friction's got the chat going. Guys, relax. I need to get one of those little spray bottles full of water.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if I
you
need
get
to
it full
take
of like the apple and lime spray, like for dogs.
Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, back, you beast. Back. No, that's cool though. Like I said, I'm big into just sports in general.
Yeah, I am too. My main 2 sports down here are rugby union and cricket. I actually have the All Blacks just extended their winning. I live in Australia, but I support New Zealand, and they've just extended their winning streak to 22 years against the Australians, which I love.
Nice.
I'm a big, basically any team out of Seattle I will support, including the Kraken. I was one of the first international members of the Kraken down here.
You said the Kraken?
Yes, the Seattle Kraken hockey team.
The Crackers?
Kraken. As in release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
I actually, that's the one, my dear. Okay, I'll forgive you for the...
Yo, Friction, this is a PG-13 stream. Dang it.
I was wearing shorts, man.
It's rated R with Friction.
If I was wearing shorts, it'd be like this. I mean, well, no, actually, you see that much of my tattoo in my shorts.
See?
That is, I will forgive
y'all better be lucky we ain't got no slob softball, like swim pool party afterwards. Shit.
I'm just saying, I will forgive Vixen for the 49ers jersey for that tattoo on a leg. Just saying.
Well, that tattoo actually
the tattoo or the jersey is a representation of my mother, and it's sexing it. Like this was my mom's jersey when she was younger.
Right.
That's how old this shit is.
Yeah,
I have it because of my mom, and I was like, oh shit, Mom, I could look like a little sexy little pimptress in that thing. Hey, get it to me. Actually, and so, I snagged it from her. And my husband appreciates it, but I'm not a Joe Montana fan, and I'm not a fucking 49ers fan. If anything, I'm from the Bay Area. I'm a Raiders fan. If
You're
anything,
a Ravens
I'm
fan?
a Raiders fan. I'm a fucking Raiders fan.
I was going to say Ravens. I am going to grab my $600 Kraken jersey because it's I'll explain it, but I'm just going to grab it, and I'll be right back.
The only Cracker jersey I have was from one of the first sergeants in the Civil War. K-Dog, you remember that? I showed you that.
What's that?
Christopher Columbus?
No, it was a Cracker jersey.
Oh! I'm
sorry.
It was from a first sergeant in the Civil War.
Cracker
jersey. What year?
What year? I don't know. It was 3 years after the war. He lived through it, but then he signed it. But he lost his right arm in the war, so he had to sign it with his left hand.
What year was that war, TB?
Oh, snap. Look, man, don't put me on the spot. 1776. I'm just kidding, dog.
Which one are we talking about?
The Civil War. I don't know. I just
What year
remember
was the
Christopher
War of
Columbus.
1812?
Christopher Columbus, he ran down the very middle of it with a torch, and then he lit the trophy on fire, and then the war started.
What kind of jersey is that?
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that's the hockey team.
That's the Kraken jersey, and that's our coach's name and his college playing number. So, yep,
That's
the
freaking awesome, dude.
That
Is that what the
is the
Kraken looks
Seattle
like?
Kraken home jersey, and it cost me $600 to get it custom made and then sent down here. So yeah,
Nice.
That's really cool though.
I was looking for my Aussie 12. My brother got me a custom Aussie 12 jersey, but it's in the back of the closet, and I couldn't find it. But that was the one I wanted to show you. So yeah,
No, that's pretty cool.
that's my prized possession at the because, as I said, I was one of, I don't know if I was the first, but when they opened up the membership to the Kraken and they got 32,000 people in the first 24 hours,
Yeah.
I was one of the first international. As I said, I don't know that I was necessarily the first, but I was within the first 100 internationally to grab the membership. So,
I'll show you guys this. I got this thing signed. It's still on the back, the signature on the back, but this is the poster. It's a No Sean Marino. I'm a huge Georgia fan, Aussie, but
Yeah,
it's a
sure.
No
Oh,
Sean Marino.
Georgia, we just get someone from, sorry, I'm half asleep and I'm trying to think of the Seahawks draft.
That's cool TV.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's I really, really like it. It's not like a picture. It's like what do you call it? It's not a poster, but it's like a certain feel where
It's not
I
a
don't know.
canvas, is it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's not a
Like it's not a
painted one.
like a canvas print or something.
Yes,
No.
it's not painted, but it's printed and it's on a canvas.
What do they call them? I know what you mean. There's a special name for them.
I just call them back-to-back champions. That's the name that I use, but that's
USC will get their championship soon. Excuse me.
yeah, that's very true. They'll get it. I think that by the time we get a midget president, they'll get their championship.
So when are you getting the midget president this year?
I would say it's got to be 3006, maybe.
Oh, Tiger, we're being so polite to each other and friendly. You're dead to me now, son.
Well, I think.
Heaven bound, thank you. It's a lithograph. Heaven just said it. That's the word I was
Oh,
trying to.
gotcha. Thank you, Heaven. Yeah, that is what it is.
It's a lithograph. Thank you, Heaven. I was blanking. I knew it, but a lithograph. It's a.
I would honestly love to get every picture I ever get in that form, because I've had this thing since Noshawn was a year out of college.
Right. Yeah.
So it's.
I've got a lot of lithographs, and I've got big Seahawks game day posters. I just ran out of room to put them because I've got a friend of mine's just done a big canvas of Pete Carroll, like in classic gum chewing, hands on hip headset pose that I've got to find for the space on the wall when it comes from India. And yeah, I've got a lot of artwork on the wall. I need to start rearranging it.
You're from India?
No, my friend who does all these beautiful artwork for me is from India. She's from Mumbai.
That's crazy. K-Dog's from India. That's crazy.
India or Indiana? Asking for
No,
a friend.
he's
Sorry, dog.
he's from the south side though.
Right. He's from the one close. No. Let's not. I've only just met K-Dog. Let's not insult him and have him running away screaming.
No, you won't insult him. I think he moved from India to. He lives in, I think, South America, like North America, like in the South States. But yeah,
the southern states of the North American continent. Yeah. Sorry, dog. Yeah. I've just met you, and I've already caused you to.
No. K-Dog's good people. Yeah, there he is.
No. Take a seat, my son. Game on, brother. There
Oh
he is.
snap! Look at y'all.
Hairy dog.
Y'all got the mascots. Where do you get that kind of stuff, K Dog? Do you order it?
I found out at a
And I am
mall.
not a Husky fan, K-Dog,
Yeah.
but I got Harry too.
That's pretty neat. That dude, that is so neat. Like, I mean, even though I'm a Georgia
I
fan,
saw this in a mall at a store. I had to get it. It was like $16 or something.
dude, that is
I
not bad.
I have waited 15 years to get this because as you saw by the shirt, I'm a USC fan, and I'm
That's
actually
really cool.
taking it to Seattle to get Pete Carroll to sign it when I'm in Seattle for my 50th birthday at training camp.
Dude, that is going to be awesome. And you know he's gonna smile when he sees it. You already know he's gonna
a
smile.
friend of mine found a
I need to get
pennant,
Kirby to sign this one. In.
Man, Kirby will take that, throw it as far as he can.
he will drop kick it into next week, my friend. No.
Hey, Kirby, can you sign this?
He will not drop kick it to next week. He will throw it this time
Yeah.
4 years into the future.
Hey, K Dog, he gonna be like, this year's team hasn't done anything yet. What's your name? My name's K Dog. K Dog, this year's team
K-Dog.
hasn't done anything yet. Give me that shit.
Take that dog out of your name.
Yeah, get that dog. but
I am
Kirby,
not a Huskies fan by any stretch, but I saw this in the at the LA Funko store.
yeah.
Theirs is
I wanted to tell you
called
this real
Harry,
quick. Yes, but
theirs Harry, too?
it's spelled different. But yes, I want to tell you though, Ozzy. Jason said Seattle got Kenny McIntosh, the
Kenny
running back
McIntosh.
from Georgia.
Yeah, and how the hell can someone please explain to me, because I've been up for 4 days straight, how the hell that kid dropped to, I don't think we got him in the 6th or
Traveling
I'll
forward,
tell you.
round.
I think K Dog will tell you the same thing. And the way Georgia is, we delegate a lot of our responsibility to the entire team, not just one player. So like
Right.
Texas, they got Bijan Robinson. He's like 60% of their production. So
Right.
of course he's gonna go high. Yes,
Yeah.
he's got more stats, he's got more. And I think the thing about Georgia running backs is it gives them a longer shelf life. So for me, Seattle
Yeah.
is the perfect place for him to go because y'all have Geno Smith, who is he's a running quarterback. And so when you have a running back that can move, catch out of the backfield, do a little bit of everything,
No,
I think it gets him up.
I hear that, Tiger, but why, and maybe K-Dog, you can answer this knowing all things Georgia, why was he still on the board in round 6 or 7 whenever we took him? Why was he so low?
They don't value running back like they used to. They don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because we, as I said, I'd been up for 3.5 days at that point, and we grabbed him with that late pick. I had scouted him, and he was still there, and I thought I was hallucinating that he was there so low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a steal. I agree completely.
He catches the ball just as good as he runs the ball. So
Agreed. Well, it's just like Darnell Washington was a steal. Like there's a lot of those players from Georgia that are steals because Georgia doesn't give one player all of the, the reps. I mean, you got like Brock Bowers, he'll be a high pick, but for the most part, they balance their offense so much. Like
Sandy Toes, I am in northern New South Wales, Australia. But I
Not
am
to be confused with Wales, UK.
Yeah, not Wales, the country in the UK, but I am northern New South Wales, Australia, hence the Aussie 12. I just remembered I didn't show these to Travelling Fools. Is he in the building? I can see him there.
yeah. Well, he's here. I don't know.
I'm here. I was just listening to you guys talk.
let me get him to wake up.
Can you put me where K-Dog is? No offense, dog. I've got something I forgot. I had them sitting in front of me when I was showing you my Funko Pops the other day.
Hey, dog, you look beautiful, bro.
I forgot to show you these traveling and my mistake. So this is one of my favorite movie villains of all time. I don't know if you see him there. That is, of course, Pinhead from the original Hellraiser.
Nice fade.
Oh, is that's Pinhead, right?
That is Pinhead. And he
No,
is-
not you, Tiger. Are you calling
Yeah.
Tiger Baskins Pinhead?
I believe I am, and I believe
Is
I'm
this a
insulting.
reboot?
No, hang on, fools. I think I'm actually insulting the Funko by that. Love you, by the way. And he is flanked on my desk by my favorite Chianti drinking serial killer.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
We can't see you. There's
favorite
damn
kid
ducks in the
drinking
way.
serial killer?
Yeah, you got that
Chianti
duck up there.
serial
Freaking
killer.
switch
Duck
it
in my damn
around.
way.
Wait,
It's Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs, by the way.
Damn
Oh,
Aflac duck or something over there.
guys, what was the name of the guy that had the lady rubbing on his knee at the bar?
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. That's who it was. Yes, that's crazy. I wonder if he has any fans at all.
You got a
I
OnlyFans?
have heard that he is making a coaching comeback at college level. God, I hope not, because all the cheerleaders that are of legal age will need to be very careful, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, facts. Urban Meyer got more comebacks than a nightclub. Oh man.
He's got more comebacks than a crappy 80s.
He's gonna be in charge of the cheerleader tryouts.
He's gonna be in charge of the cheerleader tryouts. Yep, cheerleading tryouts will be held in this very dark room. What?
The casting couch tryouts.
What about Bobby Petrino?
And for the ambiance, we need the candles.
You want to talk about Urban Meyer?
Don't argue with me. This is how we're doing it, lady.
Yeah, bring your own grape jelly. Okay, Urban, you're getting a little too much there, buddy.
Nixon's like, I'm just letting this go. Fools is here now. I'm letting this go.
Well, no, I'm just thinking that now they're mentioning Urban Meyer and like who's going to bring up Bobby Petrino?
Oh man, Urban Meyer and Bobby Petrino.
He fucking like ate shit on the side of the fucking highway with his side bitch. Like got all fucked up, was in a neck brace and everything. He's just like, oh yeah, that's how I got caught cheating.
Yeah,
What? Oh
Petrino, Urban Meyer, and who is the
I know there's a third one too.
the guy from Louisville. Was that who's the coach from Louisville, the basketball coach?
Oh God, I know who you mean. I
Petrino?
can't think of his name. I know
Both
who
of
you
them,
mean.
both of their names are Petrino, right?
Are they?
Yeah, you got Petrino, and then you got the dude Petrino that's at the offense coordinator at Arkansas right now too.
Rick Petrino.
Oh, I
Patino. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Patino,
I don't know.
Patino, and Urban
know
Meyer.
that, but is that
Bro.
anyone else that's feeling their skin crawl as much as I am at the thought of that?
I'm just saying that's like the craziest triplets ever born. That's like a
Would you admit to being their parents though? Hell no.
no. We should send those three to Mars, bro.
Hey.
Or Uranus.
Martians are okay. Let's not.
They've
pollute
they've
their
already
planet.
been to Uranus traveling.
Uranus. I can see happening.
You break for Uranus?
Yeah, they've been there. They got a whole colony on Uranus.
As long as it's not mine, I'm good. Oh wow, I went there. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
Fools, you
Only the
wanted,
elite are invited, by the way.
Fools, you wanted the Oppenheimer review that I saw on Saturday night with my brother. I think
You want my review?
Yeah, go for it, K-Dog.
it was mind blowing. Literally, I'm
Pretty
still
damn
thinking.
long. Not rewatchable for me. I won't be buying it. Sorry.
No, that's right. My brother, who is not easily impressed by anything,
Not enough action. Too
See-
much talking. Only thing good was the naked chick in it.
which one? Oh, Oppenheimer's mistress, Gene
Yeah.
Tatlock.
How much a ticket?
You're right, exactly. What are you doing? What are you doing Friday night, Tiger?
Hey,
It's
what did
a
you do?
3-hour movie though. You gotta
No,
stay there.
She's
My-
like, oh wait a second, I knew which one you were talking about. Oh yeah, that
It's
one.
like, hang on, wait, did you mean his wife? That's just wow. No, my brother reserved the right to walk out of it if he was not impressed with it. I was watching it for the 3 hours. I turned my head to see if he was still there. He whispered to me about 2.5 hours previous to that he needed to go to the bathroom. He did not move the whole time and turned to me and said, "Wow." That was his one-word review. Wow.
It was good acting, but I mean, it's just too much talking to me.
The only thing my brother had a problem with in the whole damn movie was because they did the Trinity bomb, like the Trinity test for real. The only thing my brother had a problem with was they didn't use an actual nuclear device to simulate the bomb blast. Let me think about this, bro. They're filming where the site of the actual bombing was, which is now basically a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Christopher Nolan needs to spend $2 billion to build a bomb to blow it up just to make you happy that the bomb blast looked real?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of with him. I mean, a real bomb blast probably would be cooler.
It was a real bomb blast, but no, fools. My brother wanted a nuke dropped.
He wanted a nuke.
Like literally build a bomb, drop that thing.
We wanted more radioactive there.
Yeah, and they were filming it not obviously on the bomb site itself because it's all radioactive, but near it. Now my brother's like, no, they needed a nuclear bomb. Okay, Russia. Okay, Russia. Sure, they needed a nuclear bomb.
Oh, yeah, test out Russia, yeah.
Just bust off a bunch of tannerite out there.
Yeah. But it was, I saw it on Saturday afternoon. 2 days later, 48 hours exactly later, I'm still thinking about it. I could not go to bed, even though I was exhausted.
So let me ask you this, Megan. Megan, let me ask you this.
Yep.
You say you've been awake for 4 days. How do you do it?
I make sure... firstly, I have insomnia. I have quite severe insomnia. So basically what I do...
Is that oblong or round form?
Basically, I will stockpile sleep. So
I'm sorry. Absolutely horrible joke. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with me?
No, basically, for because I'm supposed to be moving to Seattle now, but 4 hours in, I love those guys. So basically, what I'll do for about 2 weeks before is get as much sleep as I can. So, with a metric shed ton of coffee from my coffee machine is pretty much going nonstop. I just basically, if I get enough sleep, I can do it, but then have to not catch up on sleep because you never completely catch up with it, but start getting back into my routines to sleep.
Are you like Nikolai Tesla where you don't sleep much?
I'm like Robert Oppenheimer, who did not sleep for the 3 days before the Trinity test. As long as I don't have... So what we would do is like this. We'd be watching the draft. We'd be streaming. We'd be chatting. As long as I don't have to do complex quantum physics, I'm good. Like, I can function. But if the moment you ask me to string 3 theoretical concepts together after being awake 4 days, not going to happen. But just being able to do this and chat and maintain the stream and boot people who are being eaten, that I can do. But then basically my nephew wanted to come and play. And it's just like, Auntie Meg can't, darling. Auntie Meg needs to go to bed. And he dragged my hand to my bedroom and pushed me onto the bed and said, you sleep now, Auntie Meg. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, I
Megan's
do it.
For a 24-hour stream.
We're doing it. We are doing, if we said it today, if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, not likely this year, we will be streaming for at least 24 hours and I will be up drinking up a storm, which is no good for me if I'm half asleep. But yes, we will be doing a 24-hour stream.
You should just do the whole season. You could just stream the whole season.
Basically, what we do for each game, like next week we've got the Vikings at home, and I will be up at 2:30 a.m. Wednesday morning next week
for a preseason game.
With the Seahawks and Vikings in Seattle, and that's 2 of my favorite teams. So I don't care. I want the Seahawks to win at home, but if the Vikings do, I'm not upset. and then we play my other team, which is the Ravens. So
Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question.
DVDs
How
in the back
does an
room.
Aussie like you
mhm.
become fans of all these horrible teams in the US?
Basically, as I said, Vixen, I think you were out getting a drink at the time. The Seahawks played their first game as an expansion team on the 1st of August, 1976 in Seattle. I was born on Wednesday, the 1st of December, 1976. So
DVDs in the background, by the way.
I am literally 4 months. But Pete Carroll, I followed Pete Carroll to Seattle from USC.
She's not a Falcons fan, so
Look, I'm gonna let
the
Yeah, I know,
my boy
because that would cause her to commit suicide eventually.
Time out. The Falcons did get my boy Drake London. So I'm not a fan, but I do keep an eye on him.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Chud.
Yeah,
So-
I think BVD's in the back room. But look, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let
Oh.
BVD take my place.
All
Where
right,
you going?
Tiger. Lovely to talk to you, my friend. Hope we can do it.
TB. Your dad
Yeah,
doing
okay, dog.
okay? Your dad doing okay?
He's finally home, big dog.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, good
able
to
to
hear
stay
that.
the night over there 2 days, and so yeah, he's good. Just we got to keep him out.
Okay. Yep, keep him out.
Sandy,
Which-
I am corrupted because if I could live
I'll
in
see you,
Seattle,
man. Take it
See ya.
easy.
See, buddy.
Hey,
but-
TB, Zia, and I meant to ask you about it. Sorry, I got distracted in it, but I've definitely thought about your dad over the past couple of days, and I hope that he's doing good, and I wish the best for you and your family, man.
Derek, I know these facts because I read. I follow these teams. I
Hey,
drafted.
BBD. Hey, Derek. Welcome y'all to the stream. This is
What's
my
up?
stream, so I have to realize that I need to run it sometimes. And yeah.
You do it.
thank y'all for coming on, and
Yeah.
glad to see y'all here.
Derek, how do I know these things? I scouted 335 players in the draft for this year. My friend who does our channel that I mod on only did 225. I read a lot, I watch a lot. That is how and I don't know everything about anything, but yeah,
Well,
I
if
love
ESPN,
playing.
if ESPN was hired,
I
then
was
might
just
hire you.
curious, so you like American football, and like
Yep.
the Seahawks are your team, and you were like, you like came up with dates and years, like did you look
Basic,
at
no,
the dates and the years, and
I
then
didn't
go
actually.
pick your team by that, or
I didn't actually know that about the Seahawks till my friend Brandon, who's our host over on the Hawks Nest, said, "When did you say your birthday?" When I met him in Seattle, he said, "When did you say your birthday was?" And
Do you
I said,
watch North Cam, Megan?
Yes, Norb and I are good friends.
Yeah.
And he I said the 1st of December 76. Why? And he said, and he just looked straight at me over a vodka after the Hawks beat the Cardinals, and he said, "Do you know you're 4 months younger than the Seahawks?" Wait, what?
You
The
see
Seahawks-
that?
That is my brother's team. He got a 3:30 a.m. wake-up call from Seattle, my friend, when we patched you again by 10 points. Sorry, I need to calm that down.
I
But my
think
brother is a Cards fan, was in Australia, sound asleep in bed for Monday morning work. He saw my number come up on his phone, and he's like, "Let me guess." I can hear in the background, the Seahawks had a win. Yes.
do you get to watch the games?
My brother isn't as interested as I am, baby.
Wait. I'm sorry. This is my stream, so now we have to listen to what I want to say.
Yeah.
What year were you talking about? Seattle Seahawks getting a win?
But sorry, which game did I go to that the Hawks won at?
Mhm.
Vixen?
Mhm.
The week 6, 16th of October 2022, Seahawks versus Cardinals at Lumen Field, Seattle. 19-9 win, and we partied. Seattle. That was just before our run of a couple of wins and a couple of big losses. That was the game I went. So I went when I went to LA. I went to see the Trojans on week 1, and then went to Seattle to see that. And the even better thing than that is I have a 4-year-old nephew who is a Seahawks
What's up,
fan.
BVD?
Sorry.
You
Sorry.
doing, Phil?
Hey, man, good to see you.
Sorry,
Good,
I'll keep
good to see
quiet
you.
now. I'll keep quiet. But my brother's the Cards fan's son is a Seahawks fan, thanks to me. That's all I'm saying.
You had reason to celebrate one shitty team beating another shitty team.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I just hope. I'm a USC fan, and I hope you guys get Caleb, number 1 pick. But what BVD? Sorry, can you explain what's going on with Kyler to me? Like he's shrugging.
No, I really can't. I'm a Cardinals fan. I've been a Cardinals fan since, oddly enough, since 1976.
Oh, there we go.
They've sucked pretty much my entire life, except for the one year they went to the Super Bowl, and of course they blew that. I can't tell you what's going on with him.
Yeah,
I have no idea. He's an anomaly. I mean, I wish we'd get rid of him and get somebody else in there. Not Colt McCoy, because I'm sick of that guy
Lord,
too.
no. I may not like the Cardinals, but I wouldn't wish Colt McCoy on you.
So, Jen, what's going on with you tonight, girl? I've never actually seen a Friction Vixen live stream before.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what that news was, Friction. That you said you had some breaking news to announce.
Oh, did you?
Didn't you say you had some news or something?
Oh.
She's chewing on it, thinking about it.
Well, I was like thinking, what is he talking about? He's probably talking about the text I sent him earlier. And I thought that this was really cool and really interesting. I'm a very lame person on YouTube. I'm not trying to like bite myself down or bite myself up or chew myself up or whatever. Whatever. But I don't use YouTube to get really freaking big or like get a huge amount of views. And I just thought that it was really freaking cool and amazing that the after Slob Olympics video that I posted just 2 days ago, like I have videos that I posted 2 years ago and that like just hit 1,000 views like a couple months ago. And I posted that video of us afterwards and me kind of like just kind of going into the middle of all this shit with my GoPro as I usually do. And I have over 2,000 views on it in 2 days.
Oh, that's
awesome. And I thought that was fucking cool as shit.
Oh, super cool.
Awesome. That is awesome. 2 days, 1,000 each.
Did you
I looked at it like I had 1,500 views just yesterday. I was like, holy shit, how the hell?
That's
I
awesome.
only have 150 subs. This is crazy.
Well, one thing we found on the Hawk's Nest is people will watch your videos if they're good enough, but not necessarily sub. And
yeah, exactly. Well, and I'm not looking. I mean, I'd rather have the people that are more interested in me personally and like whatever I put out there. Because I mean, BVD, K-Dog, Traveling Fools, everybody that's in my chat room right now, I have personally met.
Right.
I've stuffed BVD's holes. I've stuffed his slots. I stuffed his slots so fucking deep with cotton. It's not funny. Nurses don't want to do it, but I went down there and I did it for him.
Wow,
just so he could be at slobs and be taken care of.
Listen, this might be the Aussie in me, but you don't do that kind of stuff with me until dinner and drinks at least. Maybe that's the Aussie in me.
She got pregnant for us too.
Megan, you love to talk. This girl can talk now.
Here, talk. I'll put her on quiet for just. Megan, we love you absolutely, but let's BVD's probably only going to be in here for a minute because this is a special occasion that he gets to come in here, and I just want to hear what he has to say.
Oh, I was just coming in to hang out with you for a few minutes. I thought I was sleepy. I'm trying to go to sleep because I got to get up early in the morning. I'm going to be on the morning show with Uncle Lou tomorrow. And
hey, text me in the morning and wake me up then, please, because I got to take my kid to school for the first time tomorrow in 4 years.
I will try my best to remember. Okay. I can't remember.
Text you what time?
Anesthesia.
Text me at 7:00 in the morning, and say, "Get the fuck up, Friction. You got to take your kid to high school, like on the other side of the subdivision from you."
Do your kids starting high school or just first day?
Just she's starting a week late because registration processes were difficult.
Right.
And this is her first time going to public school in 3.5 years. After COVID hit originally, I pulled her out of school and I put her in a online school that's still a public school, but it's way more attentive to the student, and I think it's way better. But my daughter wants friends that like she can hang out with and see. And so I am stretching every last bit of wit that I have in me, and I'm allowing her to go to this public school until I feel like I have to kill somebody, and then I'll probably pull her out and put her back into the online school, and we'll move.
Well, maybe you won't have to kill anybody. I would hate to see you have to kill somebody.
Me too, because if anybody ever treats my daughter the way that they treated her in elementary school, you take my daughter to the bathroom and put your hands on her, I'm gonna put my hands on your mother.
Who did that?
And you. One of the second graders that slapped my daughter in a second grade bathroom. And yeah. When her mother is a teacher at that same school, like my daughter, me and her are on good terms now. I mean, not like we were on bad terms, but she was always fearful of telling me anything back then. And now I feel like she would come home and be like, "Yeah, this girl slapped me in the bathroom and I don't want to beat her ass up." And I'd be like, "Oh, that's the teacher's daughter? I'm going to go fuck them both up."
There you go. Hey, listen, you know a lot about filling holes. What do you know about hair growth? I want you to look at this shit. I shaved my head for Sea-Dog's brother 7 weeks ago, and that's all that has grown back. I'm starting to think my hair's not going to grow back. What the fuck?
To be honest with you, I think it looks fucking awesome. I think it looks like Rick and Morty. Is that the?
I hate it, man. I think
it looks fucking cool, man. To be honest with you, I really wish that I had some comforting words to say when it comes to hair loss. Because when my dad lost his hair, like he'd be like, "Hey, can you rub this like itchy cream and stuff on my nipples?" And I'd be like, "You don't even have any hair left on your nipples, Dad."
I'm not upset, necessarily about losing my hair. It's just fucking hair.
But at the same time, though, I mean, it's a slightly a comfort zone, I think, for any natural human being. Like your hair is important to you, and it makes you feel good. I wish I could tell you something other than maybe try that Rogaine shit. I know it's been around for a long ass time.
The only thing I'm putting on my head is a fucking hat. I'm not rubbing any creams on. Well, I might let
I gave my dad some bomb ass beanies. I'll have to pick you up a badass beanie. It says Georgia Bulldogs.
No, I'm good.
Even if it came from Fiction Vixen? Come on now. Your favorite nurse in the world?
Yeah, but see,
your only nurse that never got paid for doing what she did? I stuffed your holes, and I didn't even ask for any money.
You got paid. You got my loyal friendship.
Exactly. Well, obviously, I know this.
That's more than money.
How many other nurses stuff holes for free?
Hey, Friction, I think you have people backstage.
What? What does that mean? Oh, shit.
Dad, so he's backstage.
Got people backstage now because I'll bail and let somebody else in.
No.
What's this shit talking about? Baldness? Hold on a minute now. I heard something about baldness. Oh, he bailed. He took off. Wait, BVD, come back, man.
She can have 10 people do BVD.
Damn, I scared him off.
Well, I
we was going to talk about our baldness. We were going to rub our heads together, BVD. Sorry.
Hey, I'm bald too.
What's up, Friction? How you doing, girl?
Why don't you rub your nub with him?
Well, I mean, does he have a nub to rub?
BBD does have a nub to rub, just like
does
you.
Oh.
Rub a dub.
BBD, come back up, bro. Let's talk, man.
BBD, I need you to.
I got the baldness and the nub, bro.
Look, I'm only going to be here for so much longer, for probably like 15 more minutes. So you need to come back and rub nubs together.
Well, let's go. We'll rub nubs and heads. Let's go.
Speaking of that, Friction, I got to hit the sack too. I got to get a.
He's got to go rub his nub.
Yeah, Harley Dad got here. Somebody's leaving.
I just showed up. Now everybody's gonna leave. I see how it is.
No, I love you, Harley Dad, but I really do got to wake up early. So
no worries. Must
Hey,
must
BVD stays back now.
I was gonna say BVD's in the background. He's like, I'm gonna rub nubs with
John
Harley.
Cole.
Friction.
Have a good
Thanks
night,
again
please.
for helping me out earlier. That was a whole lot of fun.
It was the night, Friction. I have a bad habit of knocking myself out of streams all the time.
It's cool. Traveling Fools was
Yeah.
actually just coming on or about to close out and tell us goodnight. Which, by the way, Traveling Fools, thank you. I always appreciate you. And, you know, I love that you have me on as a co-host to your trivia. I really enjoy it. And I enjoy everybody that comes on. It's a great time.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And thanks for being there. K-Dog, Megan,
Yeah,
Harley
I'm using
Dad,
your
DVD.
mic. You see?
Dog in there?
I see that, man. I see that. Need to turn it up a little bit, but yeah.
Hey, fools, listen.
How do I need to turn it up?
Don't be so hateful to the park neighbors from now on, okay?
Okay. All right, man.
That was funny as shit.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious.
Some of the things that
I haven't even posted the aftermath with the police.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Just
I
nice.
wanna see
Like
that.
that part. Damn.
I still have another 3.5 minute video of me
Ah,
telling
cool.
the police, well, fucking let us go if you're not.
All right, I look forward to that one. All right, guys, everybody, good night. Appreciate you having me on, and we'll see y'all soon.
Later, brother.
All right, see you guys.
Night, Fools.
Yeah, I didn't know K Dog was up here. Shit, what's up, K Dog?
What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man.
K-Dog,
Making
when
my
I'm
way
letting somebody
around.
else win the trivia the last couple weeks. So
Yeah, you've been taking a break.
I've been.
When are you
I've been
gonna
taking
talk
a break.
on one of our shows, K-Dog?
What am I gonna do? What?
When are you gonna talk Mrs. Cook into coming into one of the live streams? It don't matter whose, just anybody's. I'd like to have her.
She's been on Vix and she's been on Edwards. That's the only one I know she's been on.
Oh well, of course she's been on fucking Edwards. Edwards, is goddamn YouTube darling right now.
He's a Mr. Drama guy.
He has got retard streams. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't even know who that is. So
Well,
You're not-
tonight they were just yelling back and forth to each other. I'm like, what the hell? Can we move
Yeah.
on to
I've been on lots of those streams, but I don't know who Edwards is. But
yeah.
He kind of made me mad when he said, "Oh, BBD streams at 8 o'clock on Sundays." Well, fuck him. Basically, he said, "Fuck me. He's gonna stream whenever he wants to."
I
Little
stream
bastard.
when I want to stream.
Yeah. Fuck him.
do
he
what I
said.
want.
Like Sleeta Jr. Him and
Yeah.
Sleeta together. I'll do what I want to do.
Well, they do work at the same company, so maybe it's something to do with it.
Jen, I hate to leave you so soon because I just got here, but I do really need to try and get some sleep.
I
'cause
think she was about to get off anyway. She said about 10, 15 minutes or something. So.
I'm a morning person, and I told Lou I'd come on his show Monday, and I hate getting up that early, but I get up to be on his show. So
Okay, well, I do have one final request as your favorite best nurse ever.
Dharma, he's my favorite
The only
nurse.
willing volunteer to fucking stuff you fully. Can you show your nub to Harley Dad, and can Harley Dad show his nub to you so y'all can feel like y'all are nubsters together?
In order to show my nub,
No,
I have
I'm
to
not
take my
talking
pants
about.
off.
I'm not talking
So
about your head, BBD. I'm talking about your guys' limbless legs.
Oh, that nub.
I would have
Yeah.
to take my pants off to do that. So
You see that?
can we full screen? Because I don't. Okay,
Look,
good.
it's waving
right
at
leg.
It's wiggling.
That's right leg. So you're right leg. I'm left leg.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Well, damn.
See, we
So
can
look,
dance
all
together,
y'all-
brother.
got
Y'all
pair
just seem to
legs.
be like little potato sack carriers with each other, right?
Right?
Let
right.
that off.
I honestly would show you, but I have to take my actual pants off. I'm not wearing shorts, so
I got you. When did you get to take them off?
December of 2022, I had it cut off. I got my new leg 2.5 months ago now. So.
Are you walking yet?
Oh yeah, I walked out the day I got it.
Yeah, that's true. You walking good? Let me ask you that. Are you walking good now?
I'm walking. It still hurts a little bit right on the point of the bone, but other than that, my prosthesis lady that's been doing it 15 years, she's like, I've never seen anybody do as good as you are. It still hurts. I'm still having problems. Don't get me wrong. I am set to go back to work in 12 days. Well, no, my math sucks. In 11 days. So
do you have a nice good gel cup, like a thick gelatinized cup to stick your nub in?
Well, I've got the PET now. I don't have the silicone. It's the PET sleeve.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's the new advanced cooling, so your leg doesn't get all hot, and it feels great when I roll it on in the morning. I put my leg on, and it's pretty cool. As far as for what
if you don't do that and you use the other material, does your leg get so sweaty that your prosthetic just slips off?
It slides off for sure.
Not to me.
Mine does.
When did you get yours? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. But when did you get yours?
Well, July of 2022. I was walking great. I was driving. I was doing everything normal. And then I got sick this last time. Ended up spending 52 days in the hospital. So now I'm having to start over. I can stand. I can walk with a walker, but my stamina sucks. But I start therapy Tuesday again. So I had to finish up with something else. I've still got one hole that needs stuffed, Jen. Didn't have to have you do that. It's like
come down to Atlanta and see me. I'll take care of you, even if you got to get that shit cut off later.
Right there.
Ooh. What is that? From the gallbladder?
Well, no, it's where I had a laparoscopic surgery where they basically poked 2 holes in me and went in and explored to find out where the JP drain was leaking. It was fucked up, man. I had a lot of fucked up shit wrong with me this last time. I should have died, to be honest. I really should have.
Hey, it was my prayers that brought you through. I'm so glad, BVD.
It had to be. I asked the surgeon last week. I finally got to see him for the first time since the gallbladder surgery. Because you remember, I was just going in for a simple gallbladder surgery. Yeah. Well, he told me what happened was when he cut my gallbladder out, my liver started bleeding. And I didn't think to ask him why my liver was bleeding, but he had to go
cut into it.
He had to cut me open, had to gut me, and go back in and stop the liver from bleeding. So I'm thinking, yeah, he might have fucked up because the first time he did surgery on me, and all he was doing was a polyp removal. Same thing. I was bleeding out from the inside, and he had to gut me and go in and find the bleed and stop it. So he's done 2 surgeries on me, and both times he's had to go in and stop me from bleeding.
I can find a fucking different doctor, bro. Honestly, like,
if there was only ways that I could freaking take out a doctor, like just wipe him off the face of the planet. My husband, TJ went through freaking 2 basically exploratory surgeries when he was literally hanging on to his life, and that shit is so sickening to me that if you're not going to be a doctor and you're not going to be fully into it to help and to literally try and save lives and to try and do the best that you possibly can for somebody, get the fuck out.
I don't think.
No, I don't. You don't. There's no room for accidents when you're coming to dealing with somebody's fragile life. You need to fucking pay attention. You need to be aware of everything, and people get fucking careless. And trust me, I've seen it.
Well,
my fucking doctor, he dropped me off as a patient after 5 years, and never left me for dead. I mean, doctors make a lot of stupid decisions, and they put themselves in places where they don't need to be at specific times where it comes to surgery. And you have to be skilled, and you have to be precise.
Well, guess what? I've had a lot of people tell me I should sue somebody. I don't know if I should sue that doctor or the hospital or whoever. Because I mean,
I
this
would
whole
definitely look into it.
this whole excursion this last time around was full of neglect. I even had one of the CAs come in and tell me that the nurses there were neglecting me because my entire right side of my ass was covered with a huge bed sore from where they weren't moving me around in the bed. And
BBD, my husband's whole, like, I'm not trying to put his personal business out. His entire ass is a scar from bed sores. When he broke his neck, they left him at Grady Hospital for like months, sitting on a freaking flat board while his body had been in the freaking lake all day. Like his body just like softened to his bed, and they didn't shift him or anything. Like he had bed sores like crazy when he was 20.
I tried to make excuses for the nurses there because they're super short. But it doesn't matter if they're short staffed or not. They've still got a fucking job to do. And they chose that profession. So the way I look at it, you know, if you're short staffed, so be it. You just work harder to do your job right. And you don't leave somebody laying in a fucking bed for days on end, you know. And there was times where I would shit in a bedpan and they would leave me back there for hours before they would come clean me up. And so I
think you know who I am, BBD. I'd take care of you if you were there, even if you shit on yourself.
Well, you know, look, you weren't available or I would have called on you for sure. In fact, I told one of the nurses, I said, you know, Jen wouldn't have left me back here and shit, you motherfucker. But I don't know what to do, man. I'm thankful that one doctor might have almost killed me, but a team of other doctors saved me and brought me back to life. So
did you have like a resident doctor or something, or what?
Do I have what?
One of resident doctors, like one that's learning to be a doctor.
One that's still learning how to be a doctor. They don't even have their LPN or RN yet.
I had residents and everything when I was at the hospital. I mean, there was like 5-6 different doctors would come in and see me every morning.
They have to get as many minds as they can to try and figure out what the fuck is going on because the higher up doctors can't fucking figure this shit out.
Whatever it takes, right? I mean, they did fucking, I don't know if they saved me or prayer saved me or whatever saved me, but the bottom line is I woke up one day before they were getting ready to trach me. And if they'd have trached me, that would have been it. I would have been done.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm so glad that they didn't, because they did that to one of my closest friends that took care of my daughter every day for so many years after school while I was working, and that shit was the hardest thing for me, to go and visit my friend in the hospital and hold her hand when I knew that she was gone, and just try and talk her through it. They're like, just talk to her, just talk her through it. I'm like, y'all see what y'all have already fucking done to her? She's gone. And
What
she
did
went
you say,
on my
though?
birthday the next day.
Was she trached?
Huh?
Was she trached? Did they put her?
And-
Did they?
Yes. And she had diabetes, and she had a stroke in her house while she was alone. And like, I'm literally like a fucking half a mile away from her. And but
look,
nobody was able to get to her, and she was pretty much brain dead by the time anybody found her.
I'm diabetic, and I know that my day is coming. I know, I'm not long.
You keep fighting, BBD. Shut up. Don't say it. Don't
Not
talk
give
down.
I'm just saying, I know it's coming. You don't get as fucking sick as I do and as sick as I am and not expect someday something like that's going to happen. I just hope it's not anytime soon, because I've still got shit to do on here before I leave on Earth. And I'd like to do some of it before I leave. I just,
But you said you have somebody that lives there with you, right?
Yeah, I got two guys, two roommates.
That's a big important thing. Having some, because that shit kills me all the time. My friend died on my birthday, and then that same exact day, my husband's aunt died. That same exact day, my friend died and his aunt died, and they both died from diabetes. And they both Like one of them was, that's the one that I told you. She was like his aunt was an amputee. She died from diabetes on my birthday, the same day that my friend died from diabetes on my birthday.
Well, I
Like
do want
so,
people to
diabetes
understand.
and like caring for somebody with diabetes, knowing the fact like I lost so much on the day that I was given my life, like makes me want to reach out to those people so much more. And I've been with exes that have had sisters on diabetes or that had diabetes, and it's just like I just wish I could help more as much as I can. So
It's a killer. It's a killer for sure. But a lot of people I don't think understand. I did not lose my leg because of diabetes. That's a common
because of infection. But
no, I mean it was an accident. It was an accident that happened while I was in the hospital while I was asleep. That's what caused the knot on my foot. That's what caused the infection, and ultimately caused me to lose my leg. It wasn't because I was diabetic. People just assume because I have a limb missing and I'm diabetic, that's why I lost my leg, but that's not actually the case. It was partly because the fucking dumbass male nurse that was working I had a knot on the top of my foot and it had gotten infected, and he cut it open and was squeezing the infection out of it with his hands. He was literally had his knees on the bed and was up on the bed fucking torquing down my foot. And I'm pretty sure he broke bones in my foot and fucked my foot all up. I could probably never prove that. So I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? What's your opinion? Should I sue, or should I just let a sleeping dog lie and be glad that I'm alive?
For what it's worth, I think you should look into it. Whether you ultimately sue or not, that's up to you. But my grandfather had poor circulation and ended up having a foot amputated. Not that it's the same story as yours because of nurse incompetence. And the nurses were checking every day, supposedly doing the right things. So just listening to you tell your story, I'd say look into it. Get the information and then decide. Because
talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, talk to a lawyer, because if you let sleeping dogs lie, and I can understand why that might be an idea for you, how many other people is it going to happen to? I'm not saying you can stop it all, but maybe you could at least stop it happening to some other person in a similar situation to you. I don't know. That's just just from listening to you, what I've been thinking. But
well, I just wonder how many other patients were laying up in that fucking hospital getting neglected.
That's my point.
Because
exactly right.
Where do you live, DPD? If you don't mind me asking.
Northeast Tennessee, up around Johnson City. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
BBD, I would say that if you're thinking like, any day can come your time where shit can just go wrong for you, there is absolutely no fucking reason why you should not try and proceed forward with trying to get a malpractice suit in some way, shape, or form. Because I don't want you to be like me and TJ. TJ literally had nothing but fucking pressure sores all over his ass. That's why his entire ass is a scar. And the same thing that you're talking about happened to your foot happened to my freaking private about, I don't know, 10 and a half years ago. And it was right before my honeymoon. So they really fucked that shit up when they caused a severe fucking issue for me that I could not heal from for 6 months. That has caused issues throughout my entire life since then. And I've lost legality, my premise on trying to, attack them legally is fucking over. But if you feel like there is something, and you talk to people that there is something that has gone wrong in how you were treated and how you were taken care of while you were in the healthcare system, it is something that I feel like you should always proceed forward with. Try and talk to a malpractice lawyer and just see what they say.
I don't think it's any coincidence that this doctor did 2 surgeries on me, and both times he had to go in the next day and open me up because I was bleeding out from the inside. I just don't believe that's a coincidence.
No, once you think mistake, twice, because it just sounds like to me when you say you were bleeding out and whatnot that they've nicked something they shouldn't have, something maybe. But yeah, I'd look into it.
My
So-
cousin brought it to my attention, and I didn't even think about this. When he told me, when he took my gallbladder out, that my liver was bleeding, I didn't even think to ask why. Okay, well, why is my liver bleeding? Did you cut too much of the gallbladder out? Did you nick it? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just listening,
That's
because
scary.
I've just met you, but just listening to the way you were saying that you were bleeding out and that they had to go back in, and maybe this is how my mind works. What have they nicked that they shouldn't have? Did they cut into the, you know what I mean? Which is why I personally believe, and I've only just met you, that asking the question and looking into it, whatever you do after that, I don't think it's going to hurt. Maybe you can get answers on that. I don't know, but that's what I think you should do at least, for what it's
Well,
worth.
my big fear was if I do sue somebody, these people are never going to see me again. Like the hospital would probably never take me back. But there's plenty of hospitals around here. I can always go to Knoxville or Kingsport or.
I was going to say, if that one knocked you back for what you did, and they shouldn't, if they're, but there's always that chance. Is there somewhere close by? And you've just answered that. So
Yeah, well, there's nowhere like close by. The guy that did the surgeries right here in my hometown, the hospital's like 2 minutes away. But I mean, there's a bunch of people in this town that have horror stories from going to Greenville for healthcare. So I think you guys need to talk to somebody and at least feel it out. And who knows, I might win a couple of $100,000, and then I'm going on fucking vacation. And then I got you. If I sue these motherfuckers and I win, I got you. I'll take you anywhere you want to go in the country for payment for filling my hole that night or day.
I just think you should at least look into it, BVD. The more I'm hearing you speak and hearing that others have had the same issue or the same type of issues, whether you do anything or not with the information you get, I wouldn't sit it for my head. It wouldn't sit well with me if I didn't ask. Whatever happens, happens. But
yeah,
I need to come and speak up for you in court and say that I personally had to stuff the holes that they were later on going to cut off because they're fuck ups. Just let me know.
Now the guy that operated on my foot, Jen, I got no issues with that guy. He tried 4 times. He did 4 different surgeries trying to save my foot.
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, everybody told me up there, they said, you got the best foot doctor you could have because he will do everything possible to save your limb. And he did. I mean, it just got to the point where he'd done 4 surgeries and he'd done so much, and it just.
I wish y'all had a better healthcare system up there in Tennessee.
Yeah,
I wish y'all had access to some doctors that were out in California or in Atlanta or New York, Chicago,
or
even.
Nashville.
Well, yeah, I don't know about Nashville doctors, but I mean, I know that in your area, like the doctors and the healthcare that you have out there is kind of pretty limited to
pretty sketchy
group. Yeah,
I'm so blessed. I'm just thinking of my medical issues I've got and how blessed I am being here in Australia. That, yeah, it's not the greatest, but hearing BVD's story, geez Louise, it could be so much worse, But, I'd say go for it, my friend.
Which, by the way, good night, Harley Dad. I know you, or I didn't want to interrupt anybody, but I know she kind of dropped out of here, and
I'm heading out.
Bed, but I wasn't trying to ignore you, Harley Dad. Hope you have a great night.
I'm going to head out, but yeah, good luck, BVD. Nice to meet you, and best of luck with it.
You too. Good luck to your Seahawks this year, except for when they play the Cardinals.
Oh, by the way, that's what I was about to ask you.
Right. I'll let my brother know I met another Cardinals fan today.
You remember you remember how the Seahawks won the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a second. Hold on. I fucking hate the Seahawks, but hold on a second.
No, it was great to meet you, BVD, and yeah, just ask the question and see
You
what
too,
happens.
Megan. Come visit me sometime. I do stream.
I'm coming back
videos
here.
all the time.
I'm definitely coming back to the States in about 3 years for my 50th birthday, so I'll put you on the list to come and
I
visit
mean,
for sure.
visit my YouTube channel. We'll probably never meet in person, but
Oh, no. I am going to make it. I mean, for a you'd be the only Cardinals fan outside my brother I would do this for, my friend. So, but yes, I will definitely pop over, and good luck tomorrow with your early start, and hope you get some sleep. So,
thanks, Megan. Good talking to you.
and you take care, everyone.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Oh.
You see this?
Oh, where the heck in hell did you, excuse my language, please, gentlemen. Where did you get that from? I don't know where this was.
So the year that they won the Super Bowl, my dad came out to visit me.
Right.
And he had a car rental that they had needed to bring rentals over to Atlanta from other areas because we had limited rentals here.
Yeah, sure.
And they brought a car over from Washington. And my dad happened to get into that car. And this was sitting with a brand new tag in the trunk.
That's crazy.
Oh, so somebody had left it.
This was 2 weeks after the Super Bowl.
Oh,
So there's
wow.
I was like,
walking around going,
that's some official fucking gear from somebody that went to the game.
Oh, yeah, that's some top notch. No, I am not jealous. Okay, my mantra is I am not jealous. I am not jealous. I am not yeah, I am. But anyway,
You pay for the shit. You figure out how to pay for the shipping. I'll fucking send it to you.
All right.
Get that shit out of my fucking house. I hate it.
Game on. I'll be in touch, my dear. But yeah, take care, guys. I'm serious. I will be in touch. All right, guys. And I'll pop over, BVD. I'll pop over for sure.
Later, Megan. Yeah, I'm out of here too, Jen. I got to try and get some sleep. Look, it's already 2:15.
Yeah, BBD. I got to take my kid to school in 5 hours. So
I'll try to text you. Well, I won't be up at 7. You want me to try and text you at 7:30 when I get up, or should you already be gone by then?
If you remember to text me, that would be amazing. Just to know that you actually thought about me and you remembered me. But I'll probably be up before then.
Okay.
But,
well,
like I said, text me because it'll make me feel good. I'll be like, oh, baby, you remembered me.
Later,
right.
Kevin.
See you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Bye, BBD.
I'll try to tune in if I can wake up in the morning. But yeah. I guess I'll set the alarm, or my dogs might wake me up one. But yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night,
See
Kevin.
you.
All right. Bye. Alrighty then. Well, I still got a couple people left in the chat room. I appreciate everybody coming on and hanging out with us for this trivia after party. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. I know that Traveling Fools appreciated everybody tuning in to trivia. We all do. We appreciate you guys. Hope everybody has the most beautiful start to their Monday morning in the morning when you actually wake up again. But yeah, you guys have a great night, and I might be streaming something live in the next day or two. Might see y'all then. Night.